In this episode of the Hospo Dojo podcast, I chat with Donato Toce, head chef and co-owner of Gelato Messina. We talk about his rise from dishwasher to dessert pioneer, how Messina became a national icon, and what it takes to stay consistent in a fast-paced environment. This episode is proudly brought to you by Food and Hospitality Week, a major event in Australia's hospitality calendar connecting 15,000 chefs, owners and industry professionals every year. Donato Toce. Nice to meet you, my brother.
Likewise.
You're an inspiration to many, honestly.
Thank you.
Pioneered one of the greatest brands that Australia's ever had seen
Thank you.
in the retail sector.
I'd love to say that it's all mine, but there's a whole big team behind us, so
It's beautiful.
it's yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your story. You started working in kitchens when you were 13.
Yeah, so I started very, very young. Basically, my father passed away when I was 13, and my mother basically said, if you want pocket money, you've got to go out and earn it. And I went, all right, cool. So at that point, I had a cousin who had a pizza shop, and I basically asked him for a job, and he said, all right, you can start on the pot wash. And that's what I was doing. At 13, I was washing dishes in a restaurant that was doing 250 covers on a Saturday night, Learned very fast how to work. But in the meantime, I would cook myself a little pasta throughout the night when it was quiet.
Everyone was quiet. Yep.
Yeah, and the chefs would teach me how to cook the pasta and what to do. And then one guy didn't show up and they said, do you want to jump on the line? And I think I was about 14 then.
Was it always al dente?
Always al dente.
What's it called? What's it called?
Manticare.
Manticare, huh?
Yeah.
You have to.
You have to. You have to. Yeah, and that's how it started. And then ever since then...
Can't remember a night without a service, huh?
Can't remember a night without a service. Tried going to school, tried doing uni. Not so good at school, even worse at uni. And just dropped out and started cooking.
And then when you were the head chef at Atavola,
Yep.
what lessons, from that time shaped your approach today with what you do at Messina?
I think I've learnt to be a little calmer. It could be... I got trained in the old school of cooking, so I came up through the restaurants where you were beasted. Whether that made me a good chef or a bad chef, I'm still trying to work that out. But I think what was then and now, that's like 17 years ago. At the end of the day, chefs aren't curing cancer. So you don't need to be so fucking serious. You can just relax. Everything will get done. Just find a solutions approach to everything, and don't worry about the problems. They'll work themselves out. So for me, it's just my business partners taught me this, just to be calmer. Let it slide. I still get a little hot-headed now and then, but shit happens.
It's a part of it, right?
It's a part of it.
Now, Messina as a brand and yourself are known for pushing those creative boundaries all the time. And we see it through the flavor profiles you create. Where do your ideas come from, and how do you guys as a team decide what makes a cut?
So this morning, the exec chef and I were basically having a coffee together, and we just thought of a couple of flavors. So it's not a thing where we develop these flavors and we sort of get customer feedback and all of that sort of stuff. For us, we build flavors. We do a lot of nostalgia, so things that resonate with people. And we just do it in an ice cream form. If we've got something that's like beautiful, for instance, our hazelnut or our pistachio, for us, that they're the pinnacle ingredients. So if you emphasize that and do something different with it, that there is a flavor in itself. It comes from everywhere, but how?
Do you have like a foundational place? And okay, we need, what's a nostalgia point? What's a creative point? Is there a bite? Is there a texture? Is there a crap? No.
No. For us, it's just how the flavor sound. Does it sound good? Sometimes we fuck up big time. There are flavors that don't move, and then there are flavors that you...
What was a fuck up? Out of curiosity. You got to have one.
We've done so many. We did one. It resonates. It was a orange sorbet and a yogurt gelato swirled together, and then we put like a granola through it, and we thought, cool, it's a breakfast and orange juice, and it just tasted like fucking shit. But yeah, so that one wasn't so good.
What's been like your market leader, like domination?
Domination, and It's not my flavor. It's actually one of the guys I work with. He came up with the flavor, and it's basically it's Milo gelato with Oreo biscuits and Nutella. And the thing is, Milo is just choc malt, so we don't use Milo. Oreos, we make our own dark chocolate cookies, and the Nutella we make as well. We make our version of it. So it's not like we're using any of the products. We're just, you call it that, and that's what it is. And it's a triple whammy because it's all three things that it just hits.
It just hits.
It just hits. If we ever do that flavor, when we do put that in the specials, we basically make about 2.5 ton.
Wow.
Yeah. So that goes out to all locations.
That's phenomenal. And even like to now, we see that each site has a micro lab inside.
Yeah. So every site we churn on site. So that guarantees freshness. Generally, what happens with ice cream stores is you'll buy the product off a manufacturer, and the manufacturer just sends it in frozen.
Sends it in frozen. Yep.
We don't do that. So we churn on site. So that guarantees freshness. So for us, nothing in the cabinet is older than 36 to 48 hours. And we only, once it goes down from -20 to -12, 13, 14, whatever the cabinet's set to, it's finished and it's done. It's gone.
Wow.
Yeah, so that for us is key. It's freshness. So every store the first store had that, and now every store has it since.
That's phenomenal. And you know, how do you, so with that, right, how do you balance the consistency and the quality over the 30 plus stores?
So we've got a central DC. So with that, we make everything. So with gelato, the part that's like really, really enticing and what everybody loves is when it's coming out of the machine.
Yep.
But all the work is done in the kitchen where you're formulating recipes and where you're loading pasteurizers, making sure that everything is there and creating flavors and all of that. That's done in our kitchen.
Then when it goes into the batch freezer?
It's already done. When it gets to store, it's already a complete kit. So they just get the liquid base, they get their flavorings that we'll make, they get the inclusions that we make, and they just put it all together and it's done.
And the inclusions, they throw them in as the stuff's going through?
Correct. So it's really important for us that when we say it's got, like bringing back that triple whammy flavor, when we say it's got Nutella and Oreos and the gelato, obviously, we want to make sure that every scoop you get has everything that you want. So we have 2 people that go around basically to all our stores around Australia and train the churners how to do it. Wow. Yeah. So
that's phenomenal.
Yeah. So we have to, and we're pretty good at it.
Well, 100%. I'm telling you, it's consistent, man.
Yeah.
And it's a great product.
Thank you.
And your cakes are phenomenal too.
Cakes are really good.
I don't know if anyone's not ever tried their cakes, but their cakes are honestly crowd favorite.
Yeah.
They're actually great. The chocolate log that you guys got.
Yeah, the 4 chocolates.
The 4 chocolates.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then you've got is it the Bomba?
Bomb Alaska.
I won't forget that one.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
That's a good one.
And then the mushroom just looks wild. I've never tried it. It looks good. What is it?
It's that was one of the original specials we did. It's chocolate gelato with peanut cookies and dulce de leche.
That's why I could never get it. My sister's allergic to peanuts.
There you go.
Yeah.
But that now the mushroom is like one of our iconic symbols. So we actually can't change the cake.
Wow.
So
that's phenomenal. That's beautiful. Now you've obviously had, experience. The culture of dessert in Australia changed so many times, and you've constantly evolved with what's to come. What's your take on how the dessert culture now in Australia is shaping, and where do you see it heading in the next 5 years?
The palette's definitely developed. Like to go from our biggest flavour being cookies and cream to now being pistachio and pistachio praline, you can see a trend where people actually appreciating flavours as beautiful as pistachio. There's always been a pistachio in every gelateria on earth, but it's never sold as much as it does now. And cookies and cream is still great. It's one of my favourite flavours. But I think it's developing in that way, and I think people either want nostalgia or they just want something that tastes really, really good. So bringing in other flavours, and because Australia is so multicultural as well for us, our third most popular flavour is dulce de leche, right? Argentinian, South American, depending on who you talk to, like caramel, and it's got a really, really savoury taste to it, and it's very different to normal caramel, but South Americans just love it. And I think because we've got so much multicultural society here in Australia, I think things like that resonate.
And with the growth of your brand and you're talking about South America a lot, you guys are really about the food mile. You guys have your own milk farm.
Mm-hmm.
That correct? And then you've even worked with like single origin Ecuadorian cacao.
Yep. Yeah.
Like,
So
crazy.
yes.
Right? So you're going like farm to table here, but then you're saying, hey, I need to source the best chocolate I can in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how's that work with you guys in regards to new products and offerings that you're having?
Well, the beautiful thing is that because we're allowed to buy, we can buy in volume. For us, it guarantees a pretty good supply. So, for instance, there's the Ecuadorian chocolate that we get from a co-op in Ecuador. Then we get a different variety from a place in Peru. Then, yes, we've got our own dairy farm that's completely sustainable. Like cows are milked once a day. We keep calf on cow. There's a no-till method, so it stops erosion in the ground. We do so much on this farm just for the milk. But the milk is the most important thing in our whole product.
Yes.
So as long as you've got a high quality, for us, it's, even the price of chocolate going through the roof, it doesn't mean that we're going to cut down the amount of chocolate that's in our chocolate fondant. We just have to wear it. So for us, it's about giving quality and sourcing these fantastic chocolates and, being able to create this amazing milk. Well, not us creating the milk, but...
but it's going through the same... I understand. It's in your ecosystem.
Yeah. So everything we do it's about sourcing the right product. Sometimes Australia can't deliver that, so we have to go elsewhere. But, we do as much as we can here locally. Like, for instance, our choc mint, we grow the mint on our farm.
Wow.
So, when you taste our mint, it doesn't taste like toothpaste.
Yeah.
It tastes like herby
Yeah, you
mint.
guys do your part with the food mile, definitely. You are doing your best to reduce that and keep it all in-house. And you really see it with the quality and the consistency of your product, especially with the volume that you're doing. You're not... it's not like someone can't deliver that volume, but for you, it's about how can I centralize it and call that in. And that must be a challenge for the business as well, because, you're dabbling into things that are completely different to what you know and what you do, right?
Yeah.
And how important is business partners in this regard?
Business partners, our CEO, Nick, who's also the founder, is, I think his vision for this business is what he's created here. And he has a driving force, and it's addictive. Like, it makes you want to push harder. Again, it comes back to what I said earlier about what I picked up when I was a chef to what I am now. It's like sourcing something. It's not about, we can't source it because it's too hard. It's about, okay, how do we do it? Just how do we do it? How do we get it here? What do we need to do to get it here? And there's no
boundaries.
There's no boundaries, but there's also it's impossible.
There's no limitations either, right?
We'll work it out.
Yeah.
We'll get to it. We'll work it out.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
So if there's a chef listening to this podcast right now, and he's, I'm not going to say but whoever's listening, a chef is listening to this podcast right now, what is, one piece of advice you'd give them?
If they want to get into a restaurant, this again is said by my business partner Nick, and it resonates because it's one thing that sort of I live my life by it now. There is no plan B. If you want to do something, don't have a plan B. Just do what you want and do what you have to do to get your dream. And all my business partners have allowed me to fulfill my dream. So for us, it's just don't deviate from the path. Yeah.
Stay on.
Stay on
track.
Stay on track. Don't move. Don't think because we've got less turnover this week, I should change this and I need to change this and I need to do this. No, stick to the path.
And if there was a upcoming pastry chef hoping to stand out in the industry, wanting to make that mark, wanting to get on stage like you have in on MasterChef and Dessert Masters, right, and build a personal brand, how can they shine through this light?
I'm probably the wrong person to ask that because I don't have a personal brand and I never want one. I'm fortunate to have be part of this other brand. And I think for me, I like the anonymity.
Right.
Like I like just being in the background. You don't need to know who the hell I am. You know, for me, I don't know what it is. I don't want the limelight, but I love Messina getting the limelight. For me, she's everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like how you refer. Like it's a baby. It's yours.
It's all of us.
It's all of yours as a group.
Yeah. It's literally without sounding like a complete wanker.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I've got.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing that's actually, you know, I love my wife, I love my family, but it's special too. Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Thank you.
That's so beautiful. So you're out here in Melbourne. You're at Food and Hospitality Week.
Mm-hmm.
You were just doing a talk on
the flavors and food science.
Amazing. For Discover the Source.
Yes.
Right. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
So I did an article in January with a journalist, Jackson, who basically writes a long form article in the Age and the Sydney Morning Herald, and it was just on flavour and how we develop flavours. So they had me who develops flavour, gelatos, and then they had a food technologist on how he develops flavours and where flavour comes from, and just how flavour tends to, how can I put it? It's how it develops within you, how you taste it, how you feel it, flavor can be a whole heap of things. So that was basically that. Yeah,
That's amazing. Well, we're gonna link that article because we'd love people to read it and understand more about the flavor profiling and what it does and how it can change things. And I guess if there was a piece of inspiration, if you wanted to give, you know, one little viewer that's sitting there right now, what's one hit of inspiration you'd love to give them?
Oh, fuck. Jesus. Just do what you love. Just do what you love. Make sure that you need to get up out of bed every morning and get to it. It's not a thing where you're thinking about going, oh, fuck, why the fuck am I doing this? It's about, it drives you. You need to find that thing that drives you, that pushes you, that you love. It's a lot harder. It's a lot harder done than said. But yeah, for me. I love just getting to work and starting the day.
Get in the kitchen, starting the day.
I wish I was a little more hands on.
Yeah,
a little rusty. But you know, being there with the crew is, for me, it fuels me.
Yeah, amazing. And what's next for Messina? What can we see coming?
We just opened a store in Singapore.
Beautiful. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. We opened that with a couple of partners there.
Yeah.
And then we've got a couple in Hong Kong. Hopefully next is Dubai, and we'll see what happens after that.
Beautiful. And you send the product from here over there?
It's a little different, but the way we do it. But the product all comes from Australia, but it's all pasteurized in the country. We just send them a powder blend and all the inclusions that comes with it. So it's basically a very, very small honed down version of what we do in Marrickville in Sydney. Mm-hmm. We send that over there, and wherever they are, for instance in Singapore, they're in Chinatown, bang, they make everything there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations on such an amazing achievement. And
thank you.
Being a proud Australian brand.
Love it.
Representing Italian heritage.
Yeah.
Donato Toce, thank you so much.
Thanks, Paul.